miss the next Alf's Hit Talk Show with Joan of Arcadia's Joe Mantegna.
My first professional job, I wore less clothes than you did.
And talk show legend Merv Griffin.
No more doubts or fears.
Alf's Hit Talk Show coming up next, only on TV Land. And now, an original TV Land presentation.
All right, please, settle down. Please settle down. I'm holding this press conference to announce that my hit talk show is now going into its 6th year. Yes, you in the back, yeah.
Yeah, hi. Isn't this your 6th show anniversary? Not your 6th year?
6 shows, 6 years? What's the big deal? Man, I gotta get the only reporter in America who cares about facts. Yes, you with the bad teeth.
How do you maintain such a soft, luxurious coat?
One word, conditioner. I drink a bottle every day.
Wow.
Yes.
Is there any truth to the rumor that the opening credits to your show will cut you off in mid-sentence?
Absolutely not. I could say with great...
From star-studded Hollywood, California, it's Alf's Hit Talk Show. Tonight, Alf welcomes TV icon Merv Griffin, from Joan of Arcadia, Joe Mantegna, jazz great Jack Sheldon, and me, I'm Ed McMahon. And now for an alien encounter, here's Alf.
You know, before we start, there's something I'd like to get off my chest. Miss the little fur there. I'm starting to shed. Man, get that off of here. It's been bothering me all day. You guys are so hot, you're going to set off the sprinklers here. Yeah! Wow! Oh! Well, thank you. Welcome to my hit new talk show here on TV Land. I'm pretty new at this. I'm trying to get this thing still got a life to it here. Let's get this out of here. Yeah, it's a little flea circus. I'm pretty new to this, you know. I'm trying to get used to this whole thing, and I got to say things have been a little weird this past week here. We've been doing all these shows, and for instance, this show here, things were a little weird. I found out that the bathroom attendant working backstage is actually the show's executive producer, and yeah, that is weird. And speaking of weird, see this little segue. Speaking of weird, Michael Jackson was in the news. He was. I'm not making this up. He sort of asked for it anyway. Michael Jackson was ordered to show his face in court today. Unfortunately, he is having trouble finding it. Yeah. Woo! I don't know about that. Look at that. Man, oh man. Poor Michael, though, huh? He's always in the spotlight. One of the downsides of fame, and I could tell you that, is that everywhere you go, you get noticed. And now that I'm back on the air, I can't even walk down the street without some guy pointing and saying, hey, look, it's a 3-foot furry guy. Oh. But anyway, and Ed knows the price of fame. Yes, now that we're back on the air with this show, you keep getting stopped on the street more than ever, right?
More than ever,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, granted, it's mostly by cops. But they do have nice things to say about the show, don't they?
They love the show, and they love you.
And they love you, too. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed McMahon.
Okay.
Yeah, come on over. You are the man.
All right.
Man, oh, man.
I'll tell you what you've become, all right?
What I've become?
I looked out in the audience. I like to case the audience, see what they're doing. And a lady in the audience, when you were introduced, just went like this.
Really?
That gesture of, I'm so in love, I can't stand it.
For me or for you?
For you.
Oh.
Yeah, for me, she just waved like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe she was cold. That's why we keep the temperature down in here. She was holding on to her. Thank you, whoever that is. You play an invaluable part to the show here. And a lot of people don't know this because as the announcer and sidekick, if it wasn't for your announcement at the top of the show, I wouldn't know when to start talking.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But do that thing one more time that you do.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. But as good as that may seem, it wasn't always that easy. Because when we first started doing this early on, it wasn't that easy going. And I have a compilation of some of your first rehearsals.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'd like to show this to you. Roll that tape.
How about a hand for the hairy little Hellraiser? Please welcome my latest meal ticket. Ed McMahon is in his house. Ladies and gentlemen, the artist formerly known as Gordon Shumway. Could I get a massage? Clean up on aisle 2. You're my agent, right? Can't you get me out of this? Let's get ready to bumble. Here's line.
Well, we all have these days. It's okay. It's okay.
A bad day.
That's all right. It's okay. We all have it.
Okay.
All right. Now listen, my first guest, I'm excited. You have seen this man as a crook, a cop, even a Supreme Court justice, and now he's the star of Joan of Arcadia. He's got all the bases covered with the daughter who talks to God. Please welcome Tony Award winner Joseph Mantegna. Well, you're much taller in person.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You're about the size
on the
I
same height,
expected.
yeah. Congratulations on Joan of Arcadia. It's a smash.
Thanks, Elf.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You grew up, I understand, on the west side of Chicago.
Yes, I did.
You did. And,
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go Chicago.
I hear you're a Cubs fan.
Yes, I have that curse of being a Cubs fan. It's a tough, you know, especially here in Los Angeles where you're used to winning teams. We win one about every century.
Lion or Tiger Cubs? Now, speaking of the Cubs, you originally wanted to be a baseball player.
I did. In my dream job, I would have been left fielder for the Chicago Cubs. At least that way I would always know I would have my Octobers free.
Okay.
So,
after watching the Cubs, you decided to become an actor?
yeah, I thought... Exactly right.
All right. So what was your first break?
Well, I was a 15-year overnight success, I would say. I think my first really big break, I did the play Glengarry Glen Ross on Broadway.
Right, great play. David Mamet.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and so that pretty much was about the first half of my career, and the second half has been has been a lot better.
All right, well, that's not a bad start, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Now your first professional job, this is what fascinates me. You're going to love this. You wouldn't know this about this guy.
My first
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, my
Yeah.
first professional job. I
Yeah.
wore less clothes than you do.
Well, I'm not wearing any pants right now.
There you go.
By the way, Tom Brokaw doesn't wear pants when he does the nightly news either.
Well, there you go.
It's a cooling thing. But anyway, you wore less than
I
this.
wore less than that.
Yeah.
My first professional show was the play Hair in 1969. Yeah.
That would have been a perfect part for me. Perfect play.
Yeah.
Hair.
Yeah.
Right? I couldn't have sold it any better. Anyway, so honestly now I've never seen this. You're really naked on stage?
Yeah. Yeah, we really were. But I mean, it was very brief. It was a tableau at the end of the first act. I think it got a lot more publicity than it was not as much as perhaps people would have liked to have thought.
But the whole cast is naked?
Pretty much the whole cast, except for one character, which was the character of Jeannie, because she was supposed to be pregnant in the play, so she didn't appear naked in the play, and so I wound up marrying that girl, and we've been married for 29 years since.
Wow. That's a record. Wow. I'm thinking here, I guess with a naked actor, it's easy to tell the size of the part. Really? I mean, there are no...
Yes.
What's that expression? There are no naked actors, just small parts,
Right.
or
Well,
something like that?
in my case,
Or big
I
parts?
was the lead in the show, so
well.
you figure it out.
Well, you use your influence, I see that. Well, this is fascinating stuff, and when we come back, I want to find out more with Joe Mantegna. Yeah, we'll be right back.